Hey gamers, welcome back to the Daily Dose. My name is XONEVANT, and today I want to talk about a topic that I feel like it's going to be pretty relevant to what's going to be happening on the Daily Dose as we go forward. You know, a lot of you guys know that I've did like a reboot on the channel. I'm focusing more on topics and discussions and news and stuff like that. So I want to talk about opinion. And before we get into this topic, I want to just go over the definition so that we're all aware of what the word opinion actually means. So it means a view or judgment formed about something, not necessarily based on fact or knowledge. Now, I think we all know the famous saying, right? Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. But my question is, how polite do we actually have to be while we're exchanging those opinions? And I think so many times commentators get hung up on, you know, what their subscribers are going to think, or are they going to unsubscribe to my channel just because I have an opinion that's different from theirs? And usually that means it's not the popular one, right? And I think sometimes commentators will water down their own opinion just to kind of please everybody. But I just don't know if that's the best course of action. And it's definitely not the way that I am. I'm just not that kind of person. Now, a lot of you guys have, you know, heard me do videos before, especially if you've been following the channel. You've seen me do commentaries on trophies and achievements. You've seen me do game guides. You've seen me do Let's Plays. But that's not none of that is really opinions. You see what I mean? It's more facts. Like, here's where you get this particular collectible boon. You know, here's how you get past this boss. Bam, here's a strategy. That's kind of more fact. But up until this point, none of you have really heard me talk about my opinions. You see what I mean? And there's the difference. Now, I think everybody has like a passionate side of them, and usually that passionate side is where the opinions live. And I think it's good to have opinions. I think people need to be opinionated. That's part of how you get discussion started. That's part of how we interact with each other. And you would think that the exchange of opinions would be the least confrontational discussions that we ever have, right? Because it's just opinion. Remember, it's not based on any kind of fact. So for instance, if I said I like the color blue, well, obviously there's so many colors of the rainbow that if I'm talking to a large audience, let's say you guys, obviously me liking the color blue does not hit everybody, because everybody likes so many different colors. So me just saying, hey, I like the color blue, and then you in the comments saying, well, I like the color red, right? To me, that's totally non-confrontational. There needs to be no debate on that. There's no controversy in that. There's no drama with that. We're just two people who like two different colors. But let's take it a step further. You know, with these next-gen consoles on the rise, you've got people on the internet saying, you know, PS4 is better. You know, Xbox One is better. And there's nothing wrong with stating that one console is better than the other. Because at this point, nobody knows which console is actually going to be better, because nobody owns the consoles yet. And a lot of times the console becomes irrelevant after launch because it's all about the games, right? You could have the best console in the world. There could be a console out there right now with the best specs ever. I mean, 10 times the specs of other console, right, in question. But if it doesn't have any games, you see what I mean? Then what is it really? So I think a lot of what's happening, especially in the internet world since E3, is that everybody's stating their opinion, and then what happens in the comment sections of these videos is that the people replying to these opinions, you know, somebody will get on their video and say, I like the PS4, I think the PS4 is better than the Xbox One. And of course they'll state their reasons why and that sort of thing, and that's cool. But then in the comment section, somebody will say something like, fanboy, you know, Xbox One for the win. You know what I mean? If you like, you know, PlayStation 4, then you're and you can just fill in your 4-letter word or your derogatory statement right there. And I think that's where the problem is with YouTube commentators and their subscribers or viewers, right? Is that if you're a commentator and you're constantly getting those kind of comments, maybe over time you wear down and you say, well, if I can do this video, but if I say it like this, then everybody in the comment section will just love me for it. But if I say it like I really want to say it, then I may lose subscribers and blah, blah, blah. And there may be some kind of long drama tied to this video that I'll never be able to live down. And I see that a lot in comments. I see the commentator clearly state their point, clearly defend their point, right? Clearly defend their opinion. They say, hey, I don't like this game. Here's the reason why. If you like it, that's cool. But here's the reasons why I don't like it. And then the people in the comments say, fanboy. They go off on all these tangents. And then sometimes in the comments, people are just fighting in the comments about something that's not even in the video. They're like attacking each other. And sometimes it works the other way too. I mean, commentators are not innocent either. They'll say stuff like PS4 is better, and if you like Xbox One, you're an idiot, you know. And as soon as the name calling starts, I think that's where everything breaks down. You can't really give your opinion anymore, because if you do, you're going to be called names. You know, oh, you like your favorite color is blue? Well, you're an idiot, because my favorite color is red. It's like everybody on the internet wants to be right about every single thing, and people like me, I just want to have a discussion. So my opinion is important to start that discussion, but by no means is it like the definitive answer, right? It's my opinion. I have every right to state it. But going back to my question, right, how polite does the exchange actually have to be? Why does it have to be so violent and immature? Why can't it just be an agree to disagree kind of thing? And I think that shows off how immature the internet as a whole actually really is. And I think when people hear the word immature, they think of age. And trust me, age doesn't have anything to do with how mature you are. You see what I mean? It doesn't. I used to run a daycare, right? I had a summer care program. I think some of you guys may know this. And I was dealing with 12 and 14-year-olds, and sometimes I would deal with 8-year-olds and all that kind of stuff. And there was some mature kids. I mean, there were some mature kids in my summer care program. So it doesn't have anything to do with age. And I think what a lot of you guys will find is that people in the comments that are leaving all these just silly comments are probably not the age you think they are. Like, if you think they're 9 years old or 10 years old or 14 years old, they're probably not. They're probably older than you think that they are. And that's the even saddest part. So I said all that to say this. I'm not the kind of commentator that's going to sit back and not tell you my true opinion because I'm scared about what you'll think of it. You see what I mean? I don't have to defend my opinion. Neither do you. That's why it's an opinion. So as a commentator, I'm going to do my best to state my opinion for you guys, but in the process, not try to purposefully offend you in the process. Now, you may be offended just because when people start talking about their opinions, they're typically passionate about those opinions. And I am too, and you should be too. But I'm not so passionate about my opinion that if you disagree with me, that I'm going to go cry in some corner, you know what I mean? And feel like I don't know anything about that anymore, you know, like I've lost my way. That's not how I operate either. Because collectively, when we put all of our opinions together, we can actually come to an agreement on whatever the topic is, you know, whatever that discussion is all about. But the minute that the name calling starts, the minute that somebody name calls somebody else, and then that person responds, and that person replies, and the next thing you know, it's not even about the discussion anymore. It's about whatever they're talking about, and it becomes, you know, your mama, you know, your mama, no, your mama's stupid, no, your mama's stupid. That's what the comment sections look like on some of these videos. And I'm not saying that, you know, the comment sections on my videos in the future won't look that exact same way, but I'll know that I'm not doing anything to initiate that, right? So that's my take on the whole thing. That's my take on opinions. What do you guys think on opinions? Remember, the question is, everybody has their opinion, but how polite should the exchange of opinion actually be? Should it be this violent, immature, silly kind of thing that I think we all can agree on that happens in comments? Or should it be a healthy debate where somebody says, you know what, I don't really like the color blue. I can see why you like it, but red is my color. You know, and you say, well, again, why do you keep making that analogy? Well, because if I brung out other analogies like fanboys, or which one is better, the Xbox or the PS3, or was The Last of Us really the best game on PS3, which is a hot topic, and I may give my opinion on that at some point in the future as well, that's when just, I don't know, people go, why wouldn't you think that it's the best game on PS3? You're an idiot for not thinking it's the best game on the PS3. You see what I mean? Why does it have to jump from, I feel this way about this, to you're an idiot for thinking that way? You see what I mean? So that's what I want you guys to talk to me about today in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on not just opinions, but how should the exchange of the opinions actually be? And you guys know that I'll be reading all the comments and replying for the next day or so. So I'd like to hear what you guys think about that, and I'll see you in tomorrow's show. You guys be good.